Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to a new YouTube video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because instead of talking about a specific subject, I'm going to be answering a lot of questions. When I first started documenting my journey and sharing advice and tips for other players and other people out there in the world, I had asked a bunch of people to send me some questions that they'd like me to answer. I haven't been able to make some videos answering those questions, so I'm going to make one video answering a few of them here today. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first question that I have here is, when did you decide to pursue football as a career? Now, I've loved playing football since I was really young. I started playing when I was 4 years old at a local club. The first time actually that I ever played, I never even stepped onto the field because I was so scared. I was holding onto my dad's leg. I was crying for dear life. Like I was so frightened and I was so shy to interact with all these other new kids. And then as time went on, I just started to play and I loved the game more and more, and then started competing at higher levels. And I think I was about 10 years old when I really started taking it seriously, and I started going on these international trips with the academy that I was at called CR Soccer Academy in Canada. And from there things just progressed, and I was exposed to football outside of Canada, and it showed me that if I really wanted to do something big in the sport, I had to make some big decisions. And that's why when I was 13, I moved to France, and yeah, the rest has been quite a journey. All right, so the next question that I have is, how do you stay positive all the time? So for most people who know me, I do display a very happy, positive energy, I guess you could say. And yes, I would consider myself to be a happy person, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel sadness and anger sometimes, frustration. Those are natural feelings and that's part of life, but I always go back to being happy because that's the state that I choose to live in. Now, one thing that really helps me is practicing gratitude, because yes, life can get tough sometimes. Life can get really tough and it can be hard. But I personally am in a situation of privilege. I have a lot of support from my family, and if I were to compare my life to the lives of many other people in this world, I am very blessed. So whenever I do feel those emotions, I always try and think about the things that I am grateful for, and that always helps me get back to a place of happiness. How was your experience in school, and why did you stop school after high school? Okay, those of you who are in school with me, you know that I was at times a troublemaker. I know that most people think that I didn't really work hard when it came to school, especially in high school, but the reality of it was that my schedule at the time was pretty tough, in the sense that I'd be waking up really early in the morning, going to school throughout the whole entire day, then going straight to training until late at night, and then having to get a train back home. By the time I was home, it was like 11 p.m. I had to eat, I had to shower, and I also had to do my homework or study and do all that stuff. So I had very little sleep, which is why when I was in class I would sleep. And I wasn't the best student. I was kind of crazy. A lot of the teachers would say that, I needed to be able to manage my energy and things like that. So I was quite a crazy kid, and I'd do some crazy things, but I'd always try and be respectful. And when it came to actual academics, I was a pretty good student. I didn't enjoy school necessarily, like the academic part of it. I didn't agree with how things were done, but I gave it my all because I was very conscious of the fact that I had an opportunity to get an education that not many people in this world actually have. So I made sure that I gave it my all, and I did whatever I needed to do to make the most of that opportunity. And then after high school, I knew that what I wanted to do and what I wanted to pursue didn't require me to get a degree or get a post-secondary education, which is why I decided to stop school after high school. And I did get my diploma in high school with honors, so it's not like I failed or anything. It was a choice. Next question, did you ever lose motivation? If so, how did you get it back? Yes, I did lose motivation. I had a period where I doubted myself a lot, and that was during COVID. There was a lot of uncertainty. I did not know where I was going to be, where I was going to play, if I was going to be able to find a team. My situation was very uncertain, and that led me to doubt myself a lot. I did not know which path to take. I didn't know what to do. And yeah, that was the first time ever that I actually considered quitting, which is scary for me to even think about right now. But I am so grateful that I did pursue it. I kept going. I closed my eyes and I just put my head down, and I did whatever I needed to do to get out of that situation, out of that mindset, and I was able to push through. And the one thing that really shifted things for me at that point was I just asked myself, okay, why am I playing? What have I done to get here? And can I keep going? And once I answered those 3 questions, I knew that from that point on, I could still keep going, and I wanted to keep going, and it wasn't something that I wanted to let go of. So that's led me to make a comeback and continue pursuing this journey no matter how hard it gets, because I want it that bad. And I'm a strong believer in you'd never fail unless you quit. So I'm just gonna keep going and see where it takes me and grow as much as I can so that I can achieve the goals that I've set for myself. Now this is the last question for today's video, and it is, how do you balance being vegetarian and playing football with protein and things like that? So yeah, I am a vegetarian. I don't like putting labels on it, but I do opt in to have a more plant-based diet than anything else. I do eat a lot of eggs to get my protein. It's an easy source of protein for me to get. And I do have a lot of like beans and lentils and things like that. There are also a lot of substitutes now that have come up with the way things have evolved in the world. So there are a lot of options when it comes to the protein side of things. And then anything else, any other nutrients that I might not be getting from animal foods, I can take supplements and things like that to get those nutrients. And honestly, the reason why I started doing this was to see how my energy would be. And to be quite honest, my energy improved a lot when I made that shift in my diet. And it's been a game changer for me when it comes to recovery, because it's helped me get less injuries. And on top of that, when I have had injuries, I've been able to accelerate my recovery process significantly. What you eat and what you put into your body and the way you fuel your body is super important as well. So it definitely contributed to that. And yeah, I just feel better. It works for me. I'm not saying that it's going to work for everyone, but what I would suggest is for you to try different types of diets and different types of ways of living so that you can find the right one for you, where you feel the best. Because I know there are some people who have full-on carnivore diets, and for them it works. I know that I could never do that, but yeah, that's how it all started. And over time, things have developed in such a way where for example, I love nature, I love animals, so I'm conscious about that as well. So now I really have a hard time eating meat, and that's just my reality. That's just the way things are. But yeah, that's just me. That's just why I did it. And yeah, it's been okay. It's been working for me. So I'm gonna continue doing that until my body tells me otherwise. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions for me regarding my journey, regarding how I got here, anything about my lifestyle or anything in between, please let me know. You can leave it down in the comments below, and maybe I'll make another video like this. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you really soon. If you want to learn more and you want to go deeper and everything and learn more about my story and my journey, go to rehanrayani.com and you can check everything out there. There's also the ABC formula, which you can check out, which has a bunch of goodies if you are a young soccer player who is pursuing your journey, or if you know someone who is a soccer player who is pursuing their journey, then you can refer that to them as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn the notifications on. I'm a YouTuber now. That's what it is. I'll be hitting 1 million subscribers in a couple of days, so make sure to subscribe to be part of the journey. All right, take care. Bye.